What's up, everybody? Showtime is Blaze again with King's Critiques, and we're here for one of the things I've been waiting for the most this year, Slime 300 Season 2, and we come back to our hero Azula and her family. Now, how did she get her family? Don't question it, typical anime things. The point is, we're back for a season of slightly Yuri-filled adventures, lots of laugh, and probably a couple of good fight scenes, because Season 2 always seems to pick up the fight scenes of comedy anime. That said, let me know your thoughts on what's going to happen this season in the comment section down below. If you're used to this anime, and if you're not used to this anime, go watch Season 1, because it was so good. That said, let us just get into things with a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and if you're not going to have conversations, let the whole video run through and let me get the watch time, because that would be highly appreciated. That said, let's roll. Are we taking a look back into how she got isekai'd? Azusa. I was close. It has been a few years since Season 1. My bad. See, now, someone do answer this question if you can, because this also is not considering how bad it is in general. So, like, how bad was it there? Because, man, I see a lot of things that say the work world is fucking horrible. And I will say time and time again, this is part of the reason why I can't just, ball up and go get a regular job. I would be in jail. If I had to deal with someone yelling at me like that on a regular basis, that computer would be a necklace. I'm just saying. Yeah, that dragon tried to fucking dance up and he failed so bad. I'm sorry. She failed so bad. Because that became one of her family members. The Slime Twins. Wife number 1. I like the little recap of all the family members as we go. Wife number 2 and 3 and number 3's guards. Damn if, 80 to 90% of that family ain't... Drunken elf syndrome. She looks so confused as to what she has to do with those things. Oh. No, okay, I know what she's about to go do with those. Just so amused at waking the little blue dragon up like that. Honestly, though, I feel like that would be fun as hell to wake somebody up like that. Listen, having rice in a fantasy world is probably always the best thing, because it's like, just such a good side dish for so many things. One of the best grains you can put in your body aside bread itself, right? Of course. Not the not-so-subtle jiggle physics. At least it's not as bad as it was with Momentary Lily for her, because, listen, still love that show. To death, but yeah. These did not quite turn out how I intended. At least these designs had potential, even if the flavor isn't right. When did she wake up? She was taking a nap with the other ones. Okay, she's talking like she's an expert at this. Bitch, again, you were just asleep with the children. Well, children. Those slime children are, probably older than Azusa, high key, but stop eating them all! Bruh, literally, the contrast between red and blue, in so many shows is that thing, but never quite to this extent, holy. Especially because more often than not, the red in the contrast is the glutton and not the blue, but, whatever. Between what she just got told and what they said, it's I could sell them. I could draw faces. Profit. Hot minor character is always a good treat, too. Alright, she is only technically she's an important side character, so I guess that gives more reason for her to be hot. I think I do remember her from Season 1, actually. Yeah, still holds up. Yeah, but, don't mention that you're handling customers for real and she'll just keep playing like it's a game and everything will work out. Right? Right. Also, the ghost is literally just floating there as if nobody will question what's happening. Are they already used to her by this point? Probably, honestly. Hey, technically, you were in the beginning, but, you've had a thought and you're like, I'm gonna try this. And then your family kind of was like, you should sell these. And you're like, profit. And at least you're having fun doing this as opposed to, working a slave wage job. Which probably was not fun in real life. So I love how they have these realistic thoughts sometimes. And stamp cards is a thing that not as many places do now as they used to, which is weird because, like, there's a lot of businesses that I go into that'd be pretty sick to have a stamp card that I don't have, an account to, per se. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, honestly, that's a real question. I mean, I guess they're mostly used for the sake of content, so why not? You think of a name, you think of what they do for the good of people, and you spread that around, and boom, up and coming God. Or finding a missing sock. Okay, she holds talk shows and she performs miracles. Bitch, that is one of the most literal definitions of religion-based content. It comes up all the time in fucking TV shows and shit still. You don't see it as much as infomercials on TV, though. But then infomercials are kind of a thing of the past, really. But you never see, like, I don't know, not John Edwards, that's the psychic, but, that kind of vibe. Where they're up there preaching about this, that, and the other thing, and they heal, like, 4 people in a row, so you want to believe them. That sounds like the kind of goddess we're talking about. It's like, fine, the daughter asks, we're going. To be fair, though, couldn't, like, Leica just fly them there in less than a day? Or, well, as lazy as El Forte is, her too. Hold that thought. Motherfucker, did they just hit the gritty? I could swear they just hit the gritty. Okay, to be fair, I don't blame the one, because she's literally a spirit still walking the earth. So, like, would you want to confront a god and ask why the fuck that she was tortured like that? Because granted, now she's all good with it because she's found a family, but, like, in season 1, she was not so happy about being a ghost. I don't even need to say anything. That literally sounds like how people who believe in religion against people who don't kind of work. That's the funny part. And one day that's probably going to start a World War III, honestly. I could see that over anything else, but... And see, like, what she's talking about, that would be a perfect way for that whole conversation to just stop. But, not like we're ever going to have an experience like that where any, thought to exist or actually existing God just kind of drop down. And it's like, listen, fuckers. Of course it's the goddess that put Azusa in this position. For better or worse. Like, why would it not have been? That's why they opened up the episode reminding us who the hell she is. And she remembers. Azusa very much remembers. No fucking clue. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Azusa just, like, said, fuck all the fanfare, and, like, dropped a weight on her head or something. So, who wants to take the bet that she didn't willingly come down to, flounce her power around, but actually she got demoted? And she's no longer in the position of power she was, so she's forced to just perform tricks and miracles for the mortals. Voluntarily. What happens when you fill all the circles in on the stamp card? Not a fucking thing. So basically, her stamp card is like religion itself, where you do things good over and over and over again, and you get not a fucking thing back, so you just keep doing good things, and you maybe feel good about yourself, maybe not. I suppose that'll depend with what's up here and in here. Then again, if what's in here outweighs what's in here, and in here can't tolerate what's out there, then I kind of figured that she'd be brought in back to have a conversation with the goddess. And at least I don't need to use quotations on that one, because she is actually a goddess, so it's not like that much I can talk shit about. Like, as far as this is concerned, yeah, she holds what she says. So, who wants to take the guess that as soon as they get back there, she's just going to be completely lackadaisical about everything? I think Azusa is thinking too much on it. You're thinking too much on it? And she just jumped right to the gun without, actually having that conversation that whatever the fuck she was thinking to have. which is probably not nearly as bad as she was thinking it is. No fucks. Wait, so what was their conversation? Or are we not allowed to know yet? Because it's like she ain't going back to meet her in the first place for just a quick hello. Yeah, I kind of don't think that was the extent of it, really. What the fuck did I say? I literally said a few moments ago, yeah, she was probably demoted. Considering the show, I don't even need to say it, do I? Wait, that actually just seems like a Sekai to a T. So you mean they don't do that intentionally? That was complete bullshit. I still do like to see that, don't get me wrong, but that was a lie. I'm sorry, I just love how she lays it out so bluntly. Just like, gods are the law, but sometimes fuck the law. And one for keeping quiet. Yeah. Okay, fine. As much bullshit as she is, I will accept that, thanks. Yeah, like they were recapping in the beginning, it's still funny that at least one of them absolutely wanted to destroy Azusa's soul when they first met, and now just all fucking bueno in their one big loving happy family. Of course, everyone who actively lives with her is like, yeah, no, you've done good things for all of us. Let me just whoop. Does she though? I mean, she did kind of like take in both of you after kicking your asses, so. Yeah. Hey, remember what I said earlier about some sort of action happening this season? Something tells me that exact line is foretelling. Flitwarte really just does not give a single fuck about what the objective is 90% of the time, does she? 2 seconds in, I'm going to mention this because we didn't get the chance to in the beginning with the whole first episode, final episode rule of thumb. We do listen to the intro and outro if applicable. So YouTube side, just skip along until we get to the bigger conversation afterward. And on Patreon side, you can listen to me with me if you want. And cut up version and kind of irrelevant because I'll just be cutting this part out probably. So okay, of course they had to fit that bit in there at some point. The last bit of the episode is asking the goddess for a bigger chest, and she's like, nope. Damn. Okay. I'm so happy this show's back. Like, it was complete nonsense and goofy bullshit, but I love this show so much. Like, season 1 was so good. It was just silly. And yeah, I know I've said in the past I'm tired of the same generic thing over and over again. Technically, this could fall in line with that. But here's the thing. There's, like, a difference, in my opinion, with these things. Because, like, you take a look at a lot of other isekai anime that are just, like, your general harem shows, and it just gets boring after a while. It does. You know, you insert your dude who is suddenly super attractive, or even just average enough to be attractive, and then you insert, you know, your at least one big titty girl, at least one little sister type, and then whoever else, and bam. And yeah, sure, we technically have that here, but here's the difference. I like Yuri more. And also, not everyone who lives in the house with her is part of her harem. Part of her family? Yes. Part of her harem? No. That constitutes, like, at least 3 people in the entire group of her family. But that's really the elf, the demon, and, well, the demon king. Everyone else just kind of likes and respects her, so it's at least different enough. Plus, like, again, the comedy aspect of it is so damn good, and the occasional action scenes we get are pretty fun too. But from the company, that is to be expected, right? But I don't know if there's anything else that uploaded today that I should be going to check out, so I'm just going to wrap it up quickly so I can also record the other YouTube videos that I have to do before I do editing up and uploading and all of that jimmy jam. So you can let me know your thoughts on how episode 1 of the season ended up in the comment section down below, as well as let me know about any other shows, movies, etc. I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Excuse me if you heard that. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the gaming channel. In the description down below, where I'm going to be uploading those other videos today and in the near future and in the future in general, because that channel has lasted longer. Smile. But as well as, of course, about all that, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to that gaming channel in the description down below. Ring both bells like Facebook, follow Twitter, and Blue Sky. Keep updated with things, TikTok, Patreon. Get the full unedited visuals and audio of the stuff I upload here. And go follow on Twitch, subscribe for benefits, for Twitch Prime for free. That helps me out immensely for the temporary. Subscribing to the red platform helps out more for the long term. Over the long term, I have been here. Check out the playlist here. Let it run. Watch stuff. Have conversations. Whatever. As long as you help me get the watch time, that's the part that matters. Check out the video here. It's either what YouTube recommends to you or the bigger version of the cut up video. And that being said, it's been the Blazer King with King's Critique. So, ta-ta for now. Peace.